And we're just draining the oil, so undone the fill plug up here, which isn't there. Absolutely terrible. Okay, morning everyone, welcome back to Challenging Classics. Today we're working on the L322 4.2 Supercharged. I've had various gearbox codes pop up in the last 6 months, and over the weekend it finally fouled on me at one of the major roundabouts in Stevenage. No gears, it was just like someone had cut the clutch cable. Obviously it's an automatic, it doesn't have a clutch cable. So today I'm going to look at, well, trying to work out what it is. I've got a load of codes. It's looking like the transmission control module. All the codes seem to be electrical based. There's nothing on there to do with the solenoids packing up or lowing pressure or anything like that. So what I'm going to do today is start the car, get the gearbox oil nice and warm, drain it, take off the whole unit, and then flip it over and remove the mechatronics unit, which is where all the electronics are. Now it could be that that unit has failed. Can't fix it myself. That's going to have to go off to someone, to a specialist basically, to have it fixed, and then it has to be coded again to the car because they're all coded. So I'm going to take it down, take it off, have a look at it. If it's something obvious, I might just even give it a clean. As simple as that. Some people have said on the internet that just giving it a good old clean with some brake cleaner can reset any grime or anything that's been in there, because this has only started to happen since I actually serviced the gearbox and put new sleeves in. It's had all of those done, all ZF genuine fluid. But let's see, really, this is the simple thing to do. So yeah, so we'll get it up on the ramps. I'm not going to use my new one here, because I just don't know how long it's going to be up on the ramps for either. The Porsche isn't going anywhere at the moment because it's tucked up for the winter, as you can see. So we'll get this up on the ramps, get underneath it, get it warmed up, get it level as well. I'm going to put ramps or jacks on the back as well, and yeah, get underneath it and start to drain the oil. That's the first one I'm going to do. Ian's due any minute now at some point, and yeah, we'll crack on. Okay, just to give you an idea of what I'm seeing, let's just get in the car. Let's turn the ignition on. The flashing is just the, not sure if I'm going to be able to read this. It's not done it now, but we were getting lots of transmission and odd codes. So I'm going to plug in the old ID tool. These are a must for any Range Rover owner. It goes down there, and then I'll plug it into the phone. So let's connect it up. And we'll click on faults, continue. And we should see faults for transmission, engine, transfer case as well. Right, as you can see there, instrument panel pack, vehicle configuration, engine petrol, valid data, valid data. I mean, this car's had a new battery. Sometimes that can cure problems like that, but it's not that. Transfer case, system voltage. I mean, it's been on plenty of runs lately. As I say, it broke down 2 days ago when it just went into neutral. I wouldn't select any gears, and then vehicle dynamic is the other one. Invalid data received from transmission control module. So it's all pointing to the mechatronics unit that sits inside the gearbox. So let's get it up on the ramps and let's get underneath it. Okay, so it's on the ramps, as you can see, and we're just draining the oil. So undone the fill plug up here, and we're now just draining out of the drain plug here. There's going to be about 4 to 5 litres coming out of here. The rest is kept in the torque converter. The oil is lovely and golden because it's only been in there for probably about 400 or 500 miles. Once this is drained, going to leave it about 20 minutes. We'll take all these bolts off around the side, drop the pan, and then, as I said previously, we'll take the mechatronics unit out that's sitting to the valve control body, and we'll have a look. So let's let that drain. Okay, so all the oil is drained. It's all in there, looking nice and golden. Obviously, we've taken off the sump pan. I think they're T25s, but I'll confirm that. All around the edge, that's still dripping out, and it will continue to do so. The next step is to get this mechatronics unit down. So there's 3 bolts up here, which are short ones, and then the rest are all T40s, which are them ones you see there, the ones that look like that size. And I think there's 10 in total. So they're all T40s and 10 in total. So we'll get that down. There's going to be a load of more oil come down, and then we flip this on its back and we take off the mechatronics unit, and we'll have a look at that. Okay, so we've drained all the oil. Obviously that's gone away now, all the ZF oil that was in there from October. And now what we've done is we've just put the sump pan back onto the gearbox just to stop the water getting in there, and to prevent any more of the oil escaping, because there's still about 4 or 5 litres sitting in the torque converter. But what we've done is, obviously this is the main valve body unit. You can see you've got the solenoids there on the end. Interestingly, one thing I just picked up on is this one here's got a code in it from 18, as if that's been changed at some point. Try and pick that up on the camera, might be able to see that. So whether that's been changed in the past, I don't know. But one thing they didn't do at the time was they didn't change any of the gaskets, which you'd expect them to do. I think it's the 4 rubber ones and the connecting one that sits underneath. So what we did then is we actually removed the actual TCM module. Now that's this here. That's where all the electronics go to, underneath the car. This is the, what do you call it? Connector sleeve, if you like, waterproof sleeve. This goes into the valve body, and then this goes through and pokes down by pushing that in and locks it all in place. So this is all new. This is from when I did it back in October. O-rings are new, so that's going in there. We've got all the bolts, the valve body bolts that connect it up to the gearbox, and then you've got the transmission control module bolts, which, excuse me, these are the bolts here that you can see that connect it to the actual body here. So this sits on here like so, bolts in, oops, and then what we have here, this sliding pin, is what decides what gear the gearbox selects, all done by pressures in the solenoids. I don't even pretend to understand everything that's going on with this, but all the errors I'm getting are to do with the TCM. Now in here there must be some electronics, and we can kind of see that there is some, because you've got this kind of, I don't know what you'd call it, it's like a tar that looks like that's covering some kind of circuit board potentially in there. There's what looks like some electronics under there, and then if we scoot round to here we can see there's some clips there, and there's another one there. So I think this panel lifts off, but at the moment the car's not going anywhere. You can see the slider here, which also has some kind of electronics in there as well. And if we flip this over, you can see that there's some kind of guide or keyway. It is really mushed up, look. See, I'm wondering if just cleaning that would fix it, but I just don't know. And what I don't want to do is I don't want to put it all back together again, put a load of fresh expensive oil in, and I still have the same problem. So I'm waiting for some electric or contact cleaner to come. I might give that a quick clean. Cleanest rag if I can get one. Is that one down there? Let's have a look. Yeah, see? What is that telling me? Is that telling me anything? Should there be something more on there than what was on there? Let me just go and get my electrical cleaner, just out of interest. I mean, could that fix it? I don't know. I think I need the professionals to look at this, because whatever they do, Yeah, has it made a difference? I don't know. As I said, I don't know what I'm looking at here. I could spray all this up as well, I guess. But what is under here? I think that's where the problem could lie. Move that back, move it all the way out. Yeah, it seems to have cleaned it up a bit, but again, was it shorting over these connectors? Interesting to know what these do. I think there's a timestamp on this of, you can see that there, 14/1/01. This is an 05 car. We've got Bosch details here. I've been speaking to a chap called Boris, who's been very helpful and got back to me very, very quickly. I've sent him the error codes. These are the error codes here. And he's come back to me with the following. Hello, Gavin. The error code related to the transmission unit P070 indicates a common defect. You can send your 6 HP TCM to us. Good news, the repair price is €420 plus shipping via DHL Express. They have an account which uses a special discount, and they provide 6 months of warranty as well. If the problem is more severe, the price could be higher. If we don't find any problem with the unit, it's beyond repair, we'll charge you only for the shipping, which is fair enough. So now I'm just about to parcel it up. There's the TCM. Like I said yesterday, whatever day it was, the only thing I could clean was what's behind here, where that slides up and down. Just trying to show you. Yeah, where that slides up and down on the back of that are those. Now, I removed that silver pin. I could slide that all the way out, and I gave it a clean. It is a lot cleaner than it was before. That was literally covered in grey paste. I mean, that's not going to be the fix. I've since found out that under here is a raft of electronics and circuit boards and stuff that's way beyond my means. This is the brains. Now, this is what is, I think it's that side, isn't it? Yeah. So that's the actual ECU which links it to the car. And I think that once the company here, Soft Electronic, have fixed it, I still have to get it programmed. So I've just sent an email to Patrick at IID about getting a piece of software that will update this once it's back in the car. Not sure what's going to happen next. Bit of a leap of faith. I've never sent anything to Bulgaria before, but so far they've been really professional, and they do have a bit of a history with the L322 forum, so hopefully this is going to work out really well. Okay, the TCM, the mechatronic unit, is back. It's come all the way back from Bulgaria. It's arrived today. It is Tuesday the 26th, so it's been away less than a week, which is pretty amazing. The service from these guys has been phenomenal. Email updates, DHL have been really good. Picked it up when they said they would. They've bought it 2 days earlier. It's not supposed to be here till Wednesday, but it's here, and there it is. So let's open it up, and let's see. Let's see what we've got in the package. Hopefully it's the same one that I sent out. I spoke to the guys and said, did it need programming? And they said, no, they've not touched the ECU. It's just the gear selector part of the electronics in here that has been fixed. So without further ado, let's open it up and let's have a look. Maybe it's the air bill. Very sticky. Oh, let's just gently cut through that. Oh, okay. Here we are. This is the warranty. Let's Pretty impressive. Range sensor repair. 6 months from the date of issue. I shall read that properly. Very good. Okay. And here is my unit. Okay, they've taken off the electrical sleeve. I left that in place to avoid any damage. So I thought it was a little bit prone to being damaged if I left it on just there, and also it went into the box a lot nicer. Right, here we go. What have they done? Has that been touched? Yeah, that has. You can see, yeah, this feels all different. This is what they've repaired under here. Under here is a circuit board. It works with the slider, which isn't there. That's a bit worrying. Where's the slider, chaps? Am I being stupid? There was a slider in there. There was a piece. Where's it gone? I don't believe it. What's going on? That's not complete. Where is this piece here? And why is this down? That should be up like that, which stops the slider coming out. It hits that. Have they forgotten to include it? Am I missing something here? That's the lock for that. Right, let's put this down one moment. Right, that's just the sleeve. There's nothing else in here. Oh, there's me bigging them up. I've not included a major piece. That's terrible. Where's my slider? How can they Wow. I'm amazed. If I'd have put that back in, it would have been a complete waste. There's no mechatronic unit there. There's no slider. What's going on, chaps? Come on. Where's it gone? Why is this up down there when it should be up there? I think you've replaced it and repaired it, but not actually put it back together. Unbelievable. I'm really, really pretty fed up now. This is terrible. Absolutely terrible. I paid 580 quid to get something back that I can't use.